Well, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2, where I will be starting and hopefully doing the second DLC. Well, not hopefully starting, but will be starting the second DLC. Who will I take with me? So I have no idea how hard this will be.
I have a report you might find interesting. It tells of a chasm in the Vinmark Mountains, and a secret that was said to be buried within. Yet when the Chantry went to investigate, they were turned away by the Grey Wardens.
And why would I find that interesting?
Because the champion was there. I can't help but
This was a
notice you
menu.
failed to mention this adventure.
Oh, that? I didn't think you'd be interested. Just some business with Hawke's family. A few Carta dwarves who went too far. You're not going to believe me.
I'll take my chances.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. There it is.
That's where these dwarves are?
These are Carta dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
They snuck into the gallows. If there hadn't been Templars to stop them.
But they failed, thankfully, and they haven't been able to kill me yet either.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Oh, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Later we'll all have tea and we'll laugh.
Oh, your name is Hawke. I thought it was Locke.
At least the Circle let me come. I didn't want you to do this alone. If you need me, I'll be keeping watch.
Let's go.
New quest, Legacy. Bollocks.
I suppose we should take that as a warning.
They're from
I
the...
even have... I forgot to mention one. How are you? Yep, my inventory is relatively full.
Carta doesn't kill guild members. That's really strange.
Not a lot, as you can clearly see. Especially not in certain circumstances. Oh god, no. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
What's that?
Give me a moment. If I can even spell. Yeah, no, maybe one day.
Dwarves are funny. Look at them scurrying away on their stumpy little legs.
I heard that.
It's cute when you do it.
Why, what do you do? I should have made potions.
I assume I'm not the only one hearing things. Good.
Paint stuff? Ooh, what kind of stuff? Could you paint me like one of your French women?
You're finally here. You've come.
Yeah, and his eyes are shut.
Everyone, it's the child of Malcolm Hawke.
Kids, no, not
He's
autistic,
come
no,
to
okay.
us.
What does my father have to do with this?
It began with him and ends with you. Blood for blood, that's what we were told.
You're not making any
Okay.
sense.
Do you mean
You've come
tiny
to
little
us now,
houses, or
and
do you
that's
mean
the only thing that matters.
housely homes?
I came here to find out why the Carter has attacked me.
For the blood, we
Warden
must
stuff, okay.
have it.
I hope you don't mean my blood.
We will take it. Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
Total mine. Where are you going, Isabel? You're gonna fucking die in like 10 seconds doing that.
So much blood! Now you fall! I'll deal with this!
Well, I mean, I'm sure there are worse mole cleaning. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
You do get results, don't
That I can't argue. A lot of saves. Yeah, sorry, how have you been then? Since we last spoke. Done anything interesting? Looking forward to Crimbo? Oh, Bronto.
Carter doesn't normally act like this. They're businessmen.
I'd like to know who this Corypheus is. There should be answers
Oh,
here
we'll find
somewhere.
out. That probably could have been useful earlier.
How many generations of warriors? Here. And why does that make me nervous?
Because you're about to meet the villain of Inquisition. That's why.
Why must it always be ancient horrors? Why can't it be fabulous treasure once in a while?
Yeah, let's hope there is a store at some point. I'm gonna assume not.
All set.
Chained in lyrium. That doesn't sound good. there it is.
There was nothing on any map of the area. Trust me, I looked.
Watch where you step.
Again,
Piece of cake.
tell me about it before it happens. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, there one. Since everyone's attacking this one. So far, not so far. I can play these two DLCs I will in the future. It's been too easy. So otherwise we'll be here a while.
I'm surprised you agreed to come, Varric. You hate being underground, and you avoid the Carter the same way you... the Merchant Guild.
There's no way I'd miss watching you make these motherless nug lickers cry.
Watch out. The ground looks
Oh, hello.
Is this the perk you get for being champion? Because if so, I'm not applying for the position.
Not really much in the way of items. I'm going to assume these DLCs don't really give you much anyway. But I will be slightly annoyed if this is only like an hour long.
So now you're the target of batty dwarven assassins? You do attract the stream.
It does look scary, doesn't
Nicely done.
You can disarm that thing, not yes you can. I haven't put anything on my bloody boots. God damn it. Never mind.
Mind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be...
When you tell people about our escape from Lothering, why do you make it sound like I had food all over my face?
You're larger than life, Hawk. I had to give you a few flaws just to make you approachable.
Did you just call me fat?
Yes, that's pretty much how I tell it. Hawk rolled into the fray like a gigantic pudding covered in gravy. It's more dramatic that way.
I'm not sure about the epicness of this tale.
Ah, everyone's a critic. Carter should want gold, not blood. This is something different.
I guess we only get that answer from Corypheus.
Radigan says I can go.
You really? Future to get rid of.
I'm too good looking to die this young.
Route to the fortress, 119 armor. Hold on, let's see if I can get the full set. I assume it's not going to be anything interesting.
Why does the master want this Hawk fellow anyway?
Did you die? When did you die? Doesn't matter. I'll heal you anyway.
I'll take it.
Oh, a lot of money.
You hit like my grandmother. You're in trouble.
You've a nickname for everyone.
This has to do with... That's true. Riveni.
But everyone just calls you Varric. That's hardly fair.
Well, it's my story.
What?
Nothing.
The Hawk's blood. The Master will rise. He will be free.
Okay.
Garav?
Varric? No one told me you would be part of this. We were just going after the Hawk.
Why has the Carter been attacking me?
I can't say. The Master must be free.
Really, Garav? I thought better of you than this. I mean, gutting the occasional competitor for fun and profit, that's the game. But what are you all even doing here? Worshipping demons?
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
Why would you do that? Won't you just die?
It's the only way to hear the music.
Oh, come on, you nug licker. Snap out of it. There's no gold in hallucinating.
Manners, Varric. Introduce me to your lunatic friend.
Hawk, this is Garav. He's a greedy, brilliant bastard son of a nug from the Carter. Garav, this is
Many
Hawk.
things.
The one whose blood you want to drink or bathe in or whatever. But if you're after eternal youth, I've got to tell you, he's no virgin.
The Master is calling. He needs the blood.
Garav, buddy, this isn't like you. Look, I've still got Bianca. Never misfired a day in her life. You don't want her to see her papa like this, do you?
Varric, you want to spare this bastard?
Not if he's after you, Hawk. Bianca, I think it's time to say goodbye. Reinforcements, you bastard!
Bom bom bom. You got an arrow right in his
Poor
throat.
stupid bastard. I used to do business with the Carter. Back in the day. Garav was a nutcase then too, but in a good way. He was trying to design a new type of repeating crossbow. Bianca was the only one that ever worked. I can't believe he ended up like that.
Bom bom bom. Turquoise Ring of the Archon. One dexterity, 2 critical chance, 2 chance to stun. Yeah.
Away with you!
Not that big. Already that returns you to Kirkwall. Nice. I mean, I wouldn't mind, since I want to sell my shit. The problem is, will it even spawn me back here? Would you like to return to Kirkwall? We'll be able to resume Legacy whenever you like. Yes. I just saved, because I want to sell. Maybe I want to get rid of everything that I've got on me. If it transports me back exactly where I just was, wonderful, great. If it doesn't, I'm going to run through it all. Ugh.
If it isn't the champ.
361 gold. Also, whilst I'm next to the potion guy. Nope, that's ruined.
Mistress Meryl is away. Again. Almost certain she's in that hovel in the image.
Hopefully it does spawn me back there. Oh, it does. Nice. At least the
They
developers thought
told me
ahead.
you were going to be trouble. Too bad your sister's so well protected. Her blood's as good as yours.
I swore to Corypheus we'd bring him Malcolm Hawk's blood, one way or the other.
I just came to tell you, or whoever this Corypheus is, your attacks need to stop.
Corypheus, we have done as you command. Your sacrifice is here. You will see the surface once more.
Nice name, Wanker. What does this activate? Oh, that to attack him. Also subsequently attack him.
Just give me a second here. Now you fall!
What the...
What is this? I can feel it inside me.
It's a penis.
A weapon with a mind of its own? It's no Bianca, but I guess it'll do.
This is going to take me to Corypheus.
Ooh. The Hawk's Key. 42 physical damage. I mean, it does more, but it doesn't have the attack speed or damage. But it does look pretty nice. Stale biscuit.
Sons of bitches. The whole blasted thing's sealed over.
I'm sure there's another way out.
You're the idiots for running so haphazardly into this location.
Were you looking?
I prefer towers filled with coin to towers filled with darkspawn, for future reference.
Don't mention it.
I am so
Never mind.
sorry about the wardrobe. Was it very badly?
It's fine, Merrin. How did it break, anyway?
I didn't expect it to fall over the railing like that. I thought it would be more stable.
Fell over the railing? What?
I mean, it held up just fine for me. Poor Sandal. It took hours for Bodan to coax him down from the chandelier.
On second thought, I don't want to know.
Alright, calm down. Helen. Do you use Genlocks? Oh, it is Genlocks. Wait, is this what they turned Genlocks into? Genlocks meant to just be tiny dwarf versions of Herlocks. Whatever these guys.
I'll make you cry for your mother.
We bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
You motherfucker.
Nothing about the Warden's use of demons in this horrid place. But I will have no one say any magic of mine ever released one into the world.
That voice seems oddly familiar.
Yes, it's because it's your father, idiot. You can never mind.
Do you hope to learn something about your father down here?
Of course. I barely remember him.
Well, I think your father sounds like someone worth knowing. According to my mother, my father wasn't. Not even for one night.
Ooh. So you're the daughter of a whore who turned out to be a whore herself. Family business.
The key! Did they find it? The dwarves? I heard them. Looking,
warden.
digging. How do you bring the key here?
Let me guess. You want to drink my blood too?
Blood? The blood of the hawk? Are you the hawk? I smell no magic on you. But you hold the key to his death. Yes, I can show you out, yes.
Because I always like to follow the advice of tainted, crazy people.
Yes.
Not crazy. No. Trust me. I know the prison's secrets.
Decided to die
The seals hold us in. Anything comes in.
Maybe been dead for a while.
Nothing ever leaves. Not without the key. The key.
Give me a moment.
It made the seals. It can destroy them. Every seal. You touch the key to it. Only then they open. Only for the hawk. Not back. Not up. Only way out is down and through the heart. Down. Down in the depths.
So, do we listen to the nice madman, or are we setting up camp?
Both, I suppose.
I hope you told Bodan where you were going. If we never come back, maybe someone will send a search party after their champion.
Oh, so why did you do that?
Let me guess. The first seal?
2,000 years the magic holds. Never broken. Give it the key. Let it take the magic back to itself. Absorb it. All who came before.
Upgrade Malcolm Hawk's key. Rack could come on the formula surrounding a seal to Corypheus' prison. Each pillar confers a different benefit, but the key can only absorb the power of a single pillar per seal. I'm guessing it now gives electricity damage.
It is good.
Thank you for helping me, but who are you? Do you have a name?
Name? So long since I've said my name. Larius. I was Larius. There was a title too. Commander. Commander of the Grey. I am dead. But I never died.
How does a warden end up like this? I thought you were immune to the taint.
The calling. It comes to us all. The voice we can't resist. Our death.
I've opened the seal. Will the prison release me?
There are more. Follow them in. All the way to the heart. Many locks. Only one key. Corypheus calls. In the darkness. What waits there?
Yeah, +4 strength, +4 electricity damage. I'm guessing I get one of each. You. Oh, General Calvin.
That is what seriously heavy-looking shield.
Another down. Did old Twitchy say how many more?
Gonna assume 4.
I have to say, this is a nice break from the Templars giving me the hairy eyeball all the time. Are you people ever planning to get a new Viscount, or is the Knight Commander just in charge now?
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
Have to casually look out for some of them. Oh, that also reminds me. You have that.
I may have left the circle, but I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base. I think Father used to say that. I remember.
You're a moron. We've clearly come this far and your father's been talked about blah 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 blah. How have you, and you should be able to go, that's probably his voice. Instead of, duh, who is that?
Why do you... Where's the cart? I want to...
Oh, General Calvin. In general.
Oh, Isabella. When did Let's Go Underground sound like a good idea?
Well, depends if we're talking about your underground. Wait, nudge, nudge. Who the hell are you? Oh, Herlock Alpha. Move on along.
How come you never get lost?
I do, sometimes.
I've never seen it. And everybody follows you, and you always seem to know where you're going.
What about that time I led us in circles around the wounded coast for 3 hours?
Oh! I thought you were just admiring the view.
Varric, do you kind of want to move and do something?
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be. I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
The baby? He's talking about me. All those things he did for us.
How
For his
do you know?
family.
You can tell just how much he loved you. Hearing him again must be strange, but wonderful.
Mother should have been here. And Bethany. Carver. I should not have been the only one to hear his voice. Let's just move on.
Belt of the Hawk. 28 health, 14 mana, stamina, immunity to critical hits. 35 defense, 6 attack speed. Yeah, no thanks. No, thank you. Oh, I am glad it is dropping shit for me. 3 healing items, I'll take them.
Do your stories ever have griffins in them?
Kinda tricky because they're extinct. You can work a griffin attack.
Hey,
into
General
a 10.
Calvin. Thanks, man.
Like... I'm making extra.
You might still die. should have made some potions for Darkspawn when I left. Dumar's sacrificial dagger. O Dumar, O Lord of Santa, simply sacrifices men in your name, grant us your power and all that we seek. Altar of Dumat, or Dumar. The ancient Avinta dagger is intended for use in a ritual sacrifice. Ooh, can I sacrifice my dog? I can summon him again anyway. What do I even want? Oh, because cleansing weave is a area of effect thing. Hey, General Calvin. Oh, good.
Say anything to him either.
I'm right here, you know. What are you going on about?
You have a bit of something on your nose there.
What? How long's it been there?
Oh, now you've gone and ruined it.
I think they're talking about his tattoo thing. Or birthmark, whatever. What do I want with you?
Another broke.
Everyone take a drink.
How the hell did you die? Oh no, okay, never mind, I thought it was crap. Well, I mean, none of these really matter, considering I'm on the third act. Pillar of Health Drain. Pillar of Mana Stamina Drain. Pillar of Armor Penetration, or Pillar of Attack Speed. Wait, attack speed would be nice. Armor Penetration could be even better. I want attack speed, because I know that will matter, but armor penetration. It'll just be armor penetration, because that means I'll just do more damage anyway. Attacks ignore enemy armor. So fucking glad I went with it. Ignoring armor. That is going to be a little on the broken side. You're not useless anyway. Oh, it's Limpy.
He is waking. The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
Am I in your stories, Varric?
Daisy, everyone is fair game for my stories.
I never hear any stories with me in them. What sorts of things do I do?
Well, you get lost a lot. You wind up in the middle of a dog racing track in Darktown, or in the Viscount's bathing room.
So they're true stories.
Daisy, I could never make that stuff up. Nobody would believe it.
Well, at least she has that going for her. Oh, Deep Stalkers. I almost called them Dark Stalkers. Hang on a minute, actually, doesn't defense just... Yeah, the determines the likelihood of evading an enemy attack. I was thinking armor. Never mind, it's not so good. Because I'm always going to hit no matter what. I should have gone with attack speed. Or health range. That'd have been nice.
Sent after Paragon Garen's heir. Why does that sound familiar? I think Garen was sometime in the early Exalted Age. Hundreds of years ago.
Do you think they found him?
Who knows?
Probably. I see you over there.
That's where I know the name. Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan. But he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the Deep Roads to die. When the real murderer was caught, they tried to find him. They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor. One of them became a paragon in his own right, and founded my clan.
So this was one of your ancestors?
Not directly, but a little closer than I like to come to my... Hey,
Getting more something too.
and you've all been wondering why I don't wear pants. So much less toxic goo to clean off. It's not like I change my clothes every time I go home, like Hawk does.
Damn it. We all know cum is toxic. You don't need to fucking moan about it. We know it's icky. Place the offerings on the altar, then kneel before it with abject humility, head bowed and hands clasped. Say, "These are our offerings, O Lord of Silence."
Those torches, I think we should light them up.
Well, before we do. How does this even work? What can I... Walls of the fortress. Like, to be honest, I kind of just brute force that. 87 armor. Why do you go into my fucking junk? What time is it? R5. I will have more than enough time to beat this tonight, even though I did get on late.
Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Dagger, scroll, 2 other things. Two more items to find. And then we run all the way back.
Among the people we bury our dead, not burn them. This must be the dwarf. What a dreadful place. Fire-darks wanna plant flowers. Brighten it up.
Atras Tunsha, Totania Amegtol Tavashaiduk.
That was sweet, Hawk. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
Oh, okay. That wasn't on his inventory. Not a Doomwood. 27 defense. 4 strength, 4 dex, 4 magic. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. But anywho, you. Close enough. I'm gonna hazard a guess it's you. Because you're the only one with the health bar. Yep, a little bit. I'm gonna be a little right, I'm gonna get basically told me who it was. Yeah. I really need to make some more room to stand the first music I don't think I can though. Pillar of speed reduction, pillar of stun chance, pillar of critical damage, pillar of critical chance. I mean, stun chance would be nice. Speed reduction is fucking pointless. Critical damage would just be obviously the amount of damage that I do. And then obviously stun chance, and then both of these are just chances. Do I go stun chance? Cause no, critical chance. Just because critical chance is deal damage, stun chance, there's a potentiality that bosses like him, you just can't stun at all. Oh, plus 3% critical chance. Nice. Also, before I even do this, the altar of Dumar. Or Doom it, whatever. I can't spell. If I've missed a piece, then... Crown of Dumar is found in a side room on the east side of Farrell's floor. Oh. I don't even know where the hell I am. Let's find out if the next floor is Farrell's floor. If not, then it's somewhere up. And that's Rhiannon's floor.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready.
Note that the fourth artifact is located beyond.
No, they're here.
Who is it this time? Puddles the turtle? The holy cheese wheel of Andraste?
The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Okay.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawke, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be him. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Seems everyone's interested in your father.
Then you don't know? Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Oh, if I do the quest, I get the Chain of the Penitent, which +1 Constitution, +1 armor, and regeneration. Who gives a shit?
Tell me what my father did.
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage?
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary. He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
That's why the Carter came after me.
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander?
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
Oh, 'cause that's not
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
If she has a way to control him, I don't see the harm.
I say tear down the walls. Even if Corypheus turns on us,
No,
better to kill him
there's a secret
outright than
boss
leave
in the
him here.
Vimmark Wasteland.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
You must help us.
Is that actually a thing here? Does it really not matter? Yeah, there is no fucking difference, of course there isn't.
Larius is a madman. Let's use every weapon we have against the Blight.
No. Would you destroy us all? Do you turn on me, Durston? Alec? Roland? I led you. Who do you serve?
You bastards. With me, Hawke. We must beat them to the seal.
Yep, and the optional boss at the beginning of this DLC I will not be able to fight. Unless I can come back here whenever I want. In which case, woo. I'll try and fight the boss. But I most inevitably won't be able to. So,
Jenica and the Hawk? Together?
Stop gawking, fools. Larius and those traitor wardens are on their way to kill Corypheus. Go down the other passage and deal with them. I want them dead.
Killing him would be nice.
Yes, Jenica. Look!
This is Larius's doing. I'll deal with it. Go.
Yes, Jenica.
If Larius dies, does this barrier dissipate?
Unlikely. But it will stop him from turning more of the prison's defenses against us. Larius wishes to bar my way. Huh. We'll see about that. Destroying it will take too much time, but I can affect the flow of magic to the barriers. Let's continue.
No, but what if I wanted to go that way?
Leave it to me. My spell only seems to work on one of these at a time. It will just have to do.
The fourth.
And now a foot race. Corypheus had better be made of sugar and gold, or I swear.
I'm done with this one.
Oh, no.
This one is down. Let's move on.
Helpful. Helm of Weissnot. Okay. Not stone golems.
No further!
No further? Did you really think you could stop me? I will reach Corypheus, and I will harness his power.
No! Never! Your path ends here!
Maybe I should have sided with him. Well, not that it matters. Corypheus gets out no matter what. one that was going to die first. Also, thanks for helping in the fight, Janica. You stupid fuck. Where is this optional boss? Or what is this optional boss? The war mob can be found in the Carter hideout in a chest right next to the desk where you find the codex entry. What does it fucking do? Malvernus. I don't care about how to fight him. Oh, he turns into a dragon? Nice. You get an E-Core Smite and Gold. Well, in some ways, I don't care that I haven't done it. And like the other quest, like I'm not really bothered that I haven't done it.
That's nice.
What's so nice about it?
Oh, and we're now here. We was over there earlier.
Just wondering what someplace in.
Save here. Because over there is where I need to be to fight Malvernus. If I can come back here and it spawns me right at the beginning of the location, I'll do it. If I can't come back here, oh well.
You can't stop me, Larius. The Wardens will see I'm right about this. With Corypheus's power, we can end the Blights forever.
Hawk, you must listen. Janica is blind to the truth. Corypheus is using her.
Larius has accused you of this several times. Is it true?
Of course it isn't. He's a madman, twisted by years in the deep roads. You know I'm right, Hawk.
She should not wear the Griffin. She is a traitor to the Wardens.
So again, does this really have nothing to do with anything? I want the bloody quest, you fuck. Again, gonna more than assume it won't. Legacy. Scroll all the way down to the Corypheus fight, and then scroll up just before. Yeah. The only thing we learn is Larius forces Malcolm to become a blood mage. Otherwise he won't see Leandra again.
Stay back, Larius. This is no longer your fight.
Better to die than live with Corypheus free. Wardens!
He sleeps now, but not for long. The last of the prison's magic still holds him. The key alone won't open this seal. Use your blood. Free him now so we can take him while he's weak.
Like that's gonna matter.
Seems to have done the trick.
Just 3 more to go.
Not to be a fuss budget, but is this really a good idea?
It takes Hawk blood to open his prison.
You feel that? It's like something is lifting. Last chance to change your mind.
This is a really bad idea. Also, one of them
He emerges. I will bind him. Oh, shit.
Yep. Because he's a narrative intermage.
I wake from
I believe he's one of the...
my dwarven lands. Why seem their roads so empty? You. Serve you at the Temple of Dumat? Bring me hence. I must speak with the first acolyte.
Yeah, I think he was one of the first mages who
They
created...
captured Corypheus just after the first Blight. This was part of
Yeah.
the Imperium then.
You look human. Are you not citizens of the Empire? Slaves, then, to the dwarves. Why come you here? Whoever you be, you owe fealty to any Magister of Tevinter. On your knees. All of you.
The Free Marches haven't been part of the Imperium for 600 years.
You are what held me. I smell the blood in you. Dumat, Lord, tell me, what waking dream is this? The light. We sought the golden light. You offered a power of the gods themselves. But it was black, corrupt, darkness, ever since. How long?
He speaks of the Golden City. He was one of them, the Magisters who violated the Maker's sacred space. They became the first Darkspawn. It was he and his kind who brought the Blight down on all of us. Corypheus must have been controlling me, whispering in my mind. That's what the Wardens meant. He can speak through the corruption.
First he went after the Maker in his house, then me in mine. I'm honored.
The city. It was supposed to be golden. It was supposed to be ours. If I cannot leave with you, I will leave through you. I seek the light. The blood draws. The blood is mine.
Fucking dogs outside.
I can do this in my sleep. You marked. Proud to lead your power. Ah! Fire in my veins. You cannot avoid my fire.
Just 'cause I betray you. See how that goes.
I was just wondering what someplace sinister and foreboding would look like.
Hawk, you must listen. Janica is blind to the truth.
Larius is right. This is too much of a risk.
You turn on me now when I'm so close to my goal. How dare you?
You can still leave. This doesn't have to happen.
I'm getting to Corypheus, even if it means killing you all.
Okay.
You're fast. Like a mangy, blighted little mongoose.
I have never been called that. Justin, you must leave now. Warn the others. Go to the Underfells if you must.
Fuck me sideways, Jesus Christ.
If we
do it in a
fail and
minute.
Corypheus rises, the Wardens must be
God,
prepared.
why do I live with people who who, if you don't do things within the first half a fucking second of your life, it's, well, clearly
Use
you're
your
never going to
blood
do it.
Free
Hence,
him and strike before he wakes. Strike
you
to
can wait
kill.
5 minutes.
That seems to have done the trick.
Just 3 more to go.
Not to be a fuss budget, but is this really a good idea?
It takes Hawk blood to open his prison.
You feel that? It's like something is lifting.
You, he speaks of the old. You are no man. Whoever you be, you owe fealty to
The free
the Golden City. It tainted the world. He speaks to all who carry the corrupt.
Yep, everyone has the same voice. it seems.
The blood is mine.
Did he also run away? What a bastard. Again. Cyberpunk will be no different to this game. In terms of... oh hey, everything matters. Won't even close. Won't even close come to matter. Throw it away. Idiot. Yep, they're all dead. Of course they fucking will. One of this still hits. I really have to fucking fight this one on my own. Doing any damage. I'm gonna work on that enough. There's no way this is his strategy. Okay, I'm gonna be back in one moment anyway. And I'm gonna reload. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to set each one of my characters to a pillar, have them stand in the utmost corner that they can. They take minimal damage, and then whenever I run around to activate the pillars and they spawn, they're not going to be immediately murdered by the fire. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to be back in a moment. There it is. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I have foods, so you know. Load. Do I load this? Because I won't have time. Fuck it. I'll load the autosave, we'll see where we go from there.
Lord, the blood is mine.
This is my only strategy. Did I not press hold? Why are you all... Right, you know when you do tactics of hold, could you not fucking follow me? Because I want you to stay out of the fucking way. Because otherwise all you morons are gonna fucking die in like 10 seconds. Yeah, no, they all... What is the fucking point in using this if it doesn't fucking work? Well, this is just going to be a really long fucking fight. And a really tedious one at that.
You're marked. Ground needs your power. Ah! Fire in my veins.
I need to stand here.
You cannot
Let's make this fun, though.
my fires.
No, Varric. See, this is the fucking problem. I've got to micromanage all these morons.
Drawing power from the statues. Shouldn't we destroy them then? You cannot harm me.
It's not gonna work. This one's gonna be annoying.
Great. Now I guess we are running circles.
No, Meryl. No, Hawk, you fucking retard. All morons. Again, when you've got on, because hold isn't on anymore, why would I expect hold to be on? Fuck me. Morons! I know I've got hold enabled, that's kind of my fault, but fuck me. People want to die for all I care, I'm not fucking bothered. Fucking dickheads. When you press hold, they don't want to do it. When it's enabled and you want them to move and fight, it's you want me to me. Again, I'm guessing no one fucking place tested this shit, did they? At least I have 3 people doing this, not just me.
You're marked. Ground needs your power. The power is mine. I am. Bury the rat. The maze closes in. He's boxing us in. Find a clear path. You will die.
mart! The lightning strikes me! Feel and chill! You cannot act right! You cannot escape! Mother of pearl! You deal with me! He pulls a dragon out of his ass, I'm leaving. No! You are stronger than I thought! But not strong enough!
No, Isabel, you stupid fuck.
You did well, Hawk. More than the Grey Wardens of old were able to accomplish. I will tell the Warden Commander of your service here. You've gained an ally today.
Why are you talking like that?
My head is clear now. Without Corypheus's call, I can think again. I thank you for my freedom.
The Wardens won't thank me for the deaths of their own.
Janica ignored the Warden Commander's express orders when she sought to free Corypheus. They'll be relieved she's gone. The prison stands no more. My gratitude you have for my freedom.
I said you wouldn't believe me.
When the Seekers arrived at the structure, this prison, it was destroyed. The Grey Wardens were there, but they did not mention this Larius. They claimed everyone was dead. And now you claim the champion was not only there, but defeated a Magister. One of the Magisters of old.
Left there by the Wardens themselves.
A curious tale. I wonder if there's more to it.
A small matter. A moment for the last of the family, and an echo. You'll forgive me if I take a liberty or two.
I can't believe that he did this. All this because of what happened so many years ago. Did Father think it was worth it? He certainly knew it was too shameful to mention. He was wise not to share it with Mother, or any non-mage.
I'd have loved to talk to Mother about this. About Father.
I still can't believe she's gone. I wish... Well, perhaps it doesn't matter. Thank you for taking care of everything, brother.
Malcolm would be happy you two aren't at each other's throats. Not all the time. He sacrificed so we would have a life free to choose. Must have been a terrible burden. Much like the burden you've assumed.
I do what I can. Sometimes it doesn't seem like enough.
You know, your father tried to help people the same way. Tried to fix trouble he saw in others. The best of him is still with you. The best of all of us. It's what makes you try so hard. You will always have that. We will always be family. It'll be all right.
Yes, I have disappeared because I'm eating. And I'm not going to show you my ugly mug stuffing his face.
I'd like to speak with you about our sleeping arrangements. Do you think he could use another bed?
Does he take up too much space at the foot of the bed?
Well, it's just that he snores, and sometimes he stinks like a bog. Oh, don't be sad. I still like you very much. Perhaps you could sleep with Sandal.
Enchantment!
Yes, yum indeed.
You know, I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
Yeah, that's the Legacy DLC done. Whatever. Thought it would have tied better, but no, it's just kill Corypheus and that's it. Also, I missed out on one achievement. But oh well, I'm not bothered.
Lethaline, I need to ask you for a favor. I thought the Arulin home would be the last thing I needed, but the Eluvian still won't work. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
Nothing bad ever comes from summoning demons.
That's why I need you to come with me. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
You can't ask me to do that.
Marvinhan, please. I know it's a lot to ask. There's no one else I trust. Please, Marvinan. I don't want to go into this alone.
If you're determined to do this, then I'll come with you to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Asuranas, you've no idea what a relief that is. The demon is sealed in a cave on Sundermount. The sooner we get this over with, the better.
We should become more powerful? Nope. You think shit like that matters? I'm sorry. But this is an RPG. RPGs will never, ever, ever be that in-depth. Ever. The only in-depth you get is her white outfit. She used to wear like some, like just robes, and that was it. But because I've essentially now fucked her and quote-unquote married her in a way, her outfit has changed to that one. That's the only difference. That is the only difference between the two. You know. So again, same thing with fucking Cyberpunk. Guarantee you everything I own. It won't be any different to this. And that's the one aspect of any RPG that I will never, ever either A, believe, or B, care about is like decisions in games, because they almost never matter. Even in this game it never matters. Like that fight at the end there with Corypheus. Whoever you side with has no effect on what happens in that battle.
I have to finish this.
Or what happens in Inquisition. Deciding with the undead guy or the woman don't fucking matter. Because it does nothing, they have the same voice lines anyway. They do. So again, it's the one thing that I never care about RPGs for. Ah, cock. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna die. Because I'm not paying attention to the eating. Just die. I'll do it in a minute. This is exactly why I never eat and play games over. If that fighting sequence doesn't prove why I never eat and play games anymore, that's why. Because I either pay too much attention to the game and never eat food, or it's you pay attention too much to the food and you don't pay attention to what's going on. So, you know.
Are you sure you want to do this, kitten?
Not even a tiny bit.
It's not too late to go back, you know.
I have to finish this. I've sacrificed too much just to get
That wasn't my fault. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to me, but because she has just so low health. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the arse, isn't it? Look at me and I'll die. I'm pulling this way. Otherwise, I'm never going to do this. Yeah, I know I died. I don't know how to play. I'm just eating.
Are you sure you want to do this, kitten? Not even a tiny bit. It's not too late to go back, you know. I have to finish this. I've sacrificed too much just to walk away.
Now we can relax.
Alright, this time, give me a moment. I'm just gonna wipe my face. Let me just put that down there for a moment. Game time, motherfucker. No. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. Just don't. Because he will ruin. Oh no, he's been stunned. That's fine. Yep, everyone's still by. Ow. I'll do that now. Nope, because I will. Oh, hey guys. I want to do that. Nick some health from you. Do this. Slam your ass into the ground. There you
That
go.
didn't go quite like I thought it would.
That wasn't that hard. He says as his entire party fucking dies. Motherfucker. It wasn't that hard. Oh, Rolarium. I do need some of you. Oh yeah, also, that reminds me. Hey, how you doing? I'm back!
We're good to go.
Oh, Shadow Warrior. I think I just need 2 more lyrium, and then I can make the defense armor thing. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be able to get this done, most likely. And then that opens up the way for Mario Odyssey.
Mythal, all mothers,
And
protector
then
of the people, watch over us.
Ys 8
For the path
has
we
been
tread is
not
perilous.
delivered, but has been dispatched,
Save us
so
from the
that'll be here
darkness,
whenever.
as you did before.
Again, if that
and
gets
we
here
will sing your name
before
to
I
the
beat Mario,
heavens.
then I will play that
Sorry.
afterwards.
I didn't mean to hold us. You just... It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is
But if
Mythal?
not, then obviously I'll
She's
do
the
Borderlands 2
protector.
afterwards.
The mother of the creators. The one who put the moon in the sky. Wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun,
And then I
the
can play
earth was
that.
plunged into darkness. Everything was about
This
to
is no
perish.
chance in hell I'm ever going to play
Mythal
Cyberpunk.
appeared then, calmed Elganon,
And I'm only playing it because
restored the
A,
sun to the
East 9
heavens.
comes out in
The people always look to
February,
her for help.
There's no need to worry.
which I will be
Nothing
playing
will
just so I
happen.
can piss off Dark
I
Shadow.
hope not. But
Because
the
he
people
can't play
never
it for like
neglect
2 months
Mythal's
after I
shrines.
can play it.
She...
Since he doesn't have a PS4,
It's
or whenever it
dangerous.
releases on Steam, he
They
can
say
play
if
it.
Mythal smiles on you, then you need fear
I
nothing
don't
at
think it's
all.
even on the Steam store
But those
page.
who anger her, they're struck from the earth, as if they never lived at all.
Give me Steam. I want to have a look. No, I don't want chat. I want fucking store page.
Does anybody else get the feeling that this is going to end badly? Just me, huh?
It's not all bad, Varric.
East 9, Monstrum not.
Think of the stories you'll be able to tell later.
Oh, it just says 2021.
Not telling anyone. Heard you on some mountainside. It's a little hard to make that one sound good.
Helicom. It's been I would assume actually over a year since I've played the JRPG. Not that that matters or anything, but the last one was what? Was it Persona that I played? Well, Persona was fucking 2 years ago at this point. It was.
That was exciting.
Then I played Tales of Berseria. No, it would have been Ni no Kuni 1, wouldn't it? I think I played that last year. Or this year. But, you know.
Thought putting a demon in a cave on
Oh.
Sundermount was a good idea in the first place.
It's been a while since I played
Where
it.
would you have put him?
To Vinder, maybe? Or in the Anderfells? Further away from Kirkwall,
He
that's
awoke
for
the
sure.
dead. Many things that should be sleeping prowl this mountain.
You're being mean. Can't use that terminology. I will ban you. Ban that one. Okay, like if you stream and play music while in the US, you could be charged with a felony now. I mean, this has been a long time coming. The music industry is so far behind the top. As I choke on my own saliva. But no, because the music industry is, no, there's someone that wants that to happen. Well, yeah, no, but obviously my point still stands. The music industry is so far behind the times that it's their fault that they've allowed Spotify and iTunes to essentially take over and allow people to not only listen to music essentially free, or pay a very minimal price to listen to thousands, tens of thousands of songs, so artists only get maybe a percentage of a penny from me for listening to their music for like a year. So it makes sense that the music industry is going to be a little bit annoyed, but it is their fault for not sticking with the times or shutting down these platforms, because again, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, imagine if all games you could buy, you could play every game that came out ever made, and you only paid £10 a month. Development companies are not going to make a lot of money out of that. They too would be pissed. So it makes sense that that happens. Now, yes, you have that. Again, a lot of artists don't care, pretty much, because they'll get their money's worth anyway. It is mostly the record companies, but I would still prefer, in some way for me personally, if I could either A, prove that I've got records and albums physically, like I do have fucking Green Day's stuff, obviously, because I can't get Weird Al stuff because he only sells in America. They don't sell them over here. And import duties is expensive. So yeah, I've got some of their stuff. So I have bought their albums and I've got them. Or if you could buy their stuff digitally, that then gives you the ability to be able to listen to their stuff in this environment. You're essentially like buying a license in a way. Then I can't argue, you know, but as long as the money does somewhat go towards the artists, not so much the record companies. But if there was some way to, like, say, prove you've got stuff physical, or have a digital library where you buy individual songs or entire albums that you can then use, you know, as you are in this environment, that I wouldn't argue against. I'd be more than happy to pay for that. Oh, Philandris. I would be more than happy to pay for that. Because, again, if the money's going to go, say, 75% to the artist and 25% to the record company, whatever, at least the artist is getting the stuff. But, yeah. It would probably put the record companies
Something is wrong.
not to be complete arseholes.
This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels empty.
How are we going to finish the mirror now?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happened. How can he be gone?
Why happened?
Keeper, what have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You stopped it. You saved Meryl.
Yeah, but at the expense of her own life.
Not yet. The demon is still here. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Meryl will finally
if you could just buy things, again, like video games, the video game industry doesn't really care that we stream their stuff because we've bought it. They know full well that some people are just never going to buy their games anyway, and to those people, it doesn't matter. But you have the very small percentage of people who will never buy a game, might watch someone and then buy it. So, the gaming industry knows at least, they already know they're going to lose out on some sales. That's whatever.
May the Dreadwolf hunt you for the rest of your days.
I was trying to rebuild my life. Why did you have to come back and destroy it?
We're cursed, the whole clan, and you brought this upon us. You couldn't let go of the past, could you? Now look at what you've done.
I will still destroy you. I'll deal with this.
Darling. Keeper. You've beaten it, darling. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead. Keeper, Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
You told us that the demon was bound to your life. It would only die with you.
How long is this game? Well, if you don't count the 2 DLCs.
Irabalas, Keeper.
Yeah, if you don't count the 2 DLCs that I've played. 20-ish hours. Well, I mean, I'm on, well...
Keeper!
It might be a lot longer than that, to be honest.
What have you
I can't do math. But I'm doing as much content as I can, so the game is naturally going to be longer anyway.
Creators, please let this be a bad dream. I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
You were trying to help your people. She should have had more faith.
If she hadn't have been so stubborn, if she had listened to me. She never believed in me.
What was she trying to do?
I should go to the
Meryl
clan.
was trying to use
Someone
an
needs to
Illuvion,
know. Needs to come
which is
and
like a whole fucking thing.
take care of her.
Yeah, so Meryl here, the one in the white suit who I'm married to, not the giant buxom pirate lady who's wearing a thong and has a bulge. Buff Doggo, bye Doggo. But yeah, she was using a magic mirror. Turns out the demon that she met here was just trying to use her so she could summon the demon into this world to take over her and destroy it or whatever. She found out, which is her teacher and keeper of the clan, and obviously she trapped the demon that we just fought inside of her. And the only way for her and the demon, well, the only way for the demon to truly die is for her to die. Because magic. Basically. That mirror, specifically.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on?
Oh, she did.
Where is she?
Again, just ignore those bad boys.
Fenarel. The Keeper.
Put it down to. I mean, again,
Look at her, Fenrir.
I give
She's
more of a
covered
shit
in
about
blood.
this game than I ever will about Cyberpunk. I guarantee you that.
Done, Meryl.
Especially when you look at behind the scenes of how the
Keeper,
game was made. I would
can
tell
you hear
you,
me?
but you probably won't care about
I
behind
should
the
have
scenes
guessed
of
you'd
Cyberpunk
turn
and
on
how
her.
it was made.
You monster.
And how most likely the story that's in the game was done in 2 years and kind of just thrown together.
The Keeper turned into a demon. We had no choice.
There would have been no demon if it weren't for this little flat-eared bitch.
Wait,
We've suffered enough because of this traitor. It ends now.
I need a bit of help. The women styling in this game. Again, you mean the woman wearing the thong and the giant titties. Well, you know. But again, if anyone actually argued that more, so I see the video of a woman on BuzzFeed playing by GTA appealing to the male agenda. She gets triggered. Yes, I've seen the meme. Of course, I've seen that meme. And do you want to know why she's wrong? So she's just so wrong. Because the problem is, yes, I saw a meme. It's surprising, isn't it? But no, the reason why she is so wrong is because one, she's a single-minded fucktard who believes only she is right, not... Hang on a minute. Let's see. Because what she is shown will be taken out of context up the fucking arsehole. You know, like, I don't know what she saw. I assume she saw a male character hiring a prostitute, fucking her, brutally murdering her, stealing her money and then driving away. I'd assume something along those lines. So she sees that completely out of context. She's already a single-minded dickhead anyway who won't believe anything anyone says. Take that then out of context and all of a sudden it's the worst game ever made. Yeah, how's about the woman who created Bayonetta? The entire reason Bayonetta exists is because she's meant to be an extremely beautiful, sexy witch. That is who she's meant to be. But I guarantee you the people took that out of context. But yeah, no, that stupid bitch on the BuzzFeed thing is just an idiot. I think it was BuzzFeed, I don't remember what channel it was, but I remember seeing a meme from gameplay very loud. I don't know why. I haven't changed anything. Because sometimes this game gets stupid with that. Just making think that only men enjoy this. Oh, men do. Women don't play video games. Like, let's be realistic. The majority of people who play video games is male. And let's be honest with ourselves. Because I don't necessarily count if you've got female gamers who just play like Animal Crossing or some stupid shit. Like, yeah, okay, you're playing Animal Crossing, what do you fucking do, but who gives a shit? You know? It's like the question of how do you define gamer? Well, as far as I'm concerned, a gamer is someone who, one, pretty much takes it as a hobby, you know? So they're willing to put time into what they play. Maybe even play a few things rather than just one thing, like say Fortnite. Like I wouldn't count someone who just plays Fortnite a gamer. I wouldn't. Probably a weird amount of games still. It's just fun. Something on the wrong channel. Well, I think my flat chest should have given that away. I mean, to be technical, it depends what you mean by mobile gamers. If you mean like me, because I have Sudoku on my phone. What am I doing? I have Sudoku. You just asked that, Daniel. Are you having a fit? Oh. Well done, Blind Blaze. You just made Daniel just completely shit himself. Okay, no. Yeah, that's all the Daily Shelves murdered by our hands, because I don't actually know if you can even talk your way out of that, to be honest. And I don't really care that I did or I didn't. You're correcting your mobile gamer's spitting antics. Well, good, because you're not French. Like, 5G will just kill off all these mobile gamers anyway, it'll give them cancer. Yeah, actually, is that fucking quest done? Oh no, talk to Mary about her house in the Alien Age. Map. Nope. Map. Alien Age.
All those people gone forever.
Meryl.
How did all of this happen?
I know it doesn't help to hear it, but this was just a misunderstanding.
Why didn't any of them listen to me? All this time I thought I could help them, save them, but they chose to destroy themselves in order to escape my help.
You're not responsible for their stupidity.
For it to end like this. Maybe it's time I stop living for them. No keeper, no clan, no people.
Yeah, there's no clan racing.
I have nobody but
people
you.
in a league.
What will I do now?
And they all have cosmetics of the best gear. Bearing in mind one cosmetic set of chest of pots and coins is like 16 quid. Yeah, because they're all idiots.
Whatever you do next, we'll do together.
Yes, we will.
Can we, again, can we just have a threesome already? Like, fucking hell. I already know the Horn waiting for it, and Meryl's too... childish to probably even understand what a threesome is. Is there a benefit of pointy ears, or is it just for a laugh? No, why? What do you mean, is there a benefit? Do you mean of dating any of these people? No. Stop simping for the else, I'll get permabanned. The shape. No. I mean, it's all, let's be honest. It's all about... It's all about jugs over here, let's be honest. Like, can you argue that? 'Cause I fucking can't. But anyway. Hopefully ear compared to the superior round ear. Not the only thing that's round. Anywho. Blunder me, I know, right? Again. Thong. Just casually wearing a thong. Oh, it's actually decorated. But anyway. I know before you ask, you can't date her. She's a whore. When you talk about feelings, she gets all... Which hurts, let's be honest. It hurts my fifis. A bold, you say? Yes. Listen, we all know that the only perfect human on this planet is basically a woman with a penis. And when I mean a woman with a penis, I mean a woman with a vagina and a penis. So they can just fuck each other and then procreate that way. That is the perfect human race. And there ain't no way you can tell me I'm wrong. Feelings, I know, right? It's just all about, yeah, so fucking what? Who cares? Not that I would ever know. But... Maybe she has a bush like Cindy from Scary Movie, and it's a full afro. Well, considering she's A, a pirate, and B, a woman's woman, I doubt she'll have a bush. I very much doubt that. Journal. Side quest. Search for more scrolls and hidden lists to reveal an ancient evil. Sure. Well, I even have time, you know. Now, we all know she's got a pee-pee.
Thank you for coming, champion. Few will associate with me now that I am the focus of Meredith's ire, which leaves me in a difficult position. She is not entirely wrong. I know some of my people are using dangerous means to oppose her,
or you're just leaving it
but I
to
cannot
patch,
seek the Templars' aid without
which means you're
making
going to leave
every
it to
mage a
February
target.
at least.
You need some assistance against traitors in your ranks.
Traitors? Perhaps. Rebels?
You don't know
Certainly.
what to do. I do.
I
Sell
don't
it.
know if they seek
If you can take
congress
that
with
goddamn
goons or
refund,
merely a
you
walk
take
in the
that
moonlight.
refund.
Walking's not so
Because
bad.
if you buy the game
Even
again
mages
at a
will
later date,
exercise.
at least it'll either be
All I
A,
know is
cheaper,
that a
or B,
meeting is
you'll buy it
happening
for the
tonight
same
in
price.
Hightown.
So if you can
I
still get a
would go
refund,
myself,
do
but
it.
should I leave the tower without
I'm not
permission,
saying that
Meredith
because
would call it proof
Cat
of
lol,
my
Cyberpunk
involvement.
Cat lol doesn't work, but logically it makes sense. Get your money back, spend it on something else that you can actually use now if you want, then later buy it again if and when it's fixed.
I'll see what they're up to.
That would probably
There's no
be the
point
best
in
option.
involving the Templars.
If you can.
Thank you. Your support has been a lifeline for me. Just learn the nature of this meeting. You needn't interrupt unless you find proof of something sinister. I pray not. Or Meredith will have what she needs to justify the right of annulment.
The right of annulment. The Act 2. Because no game is worth keeping. It's a good game, very playable, but you're about halfway through Uncharted. You bought Spider-Man, played about an hour of that. There's only so much hours in the day for you to fully enjoy Cyberpunk. You would just like to sit and play it and fully take your time. Well, that's my point. Because you're also playing other stuff, again, take that refund. Because again, if you beat Spider-Man and Uncharted, well, you just rebuy the game again anyway, doesn't matter, and then you play it and continue from where you left off. Or again, if you don't do that, you buy it again in a few months regardless. I played about 11 hours of it and you don't think you can refund because it doesn't have many issues on PC anyway. Well, that's on a person-by-person basis, but yeah. But that's my point. Like I say, if you can take the refund, do it. But like I say, it's just better to try and take one now rather than not taking one and they break the game even further and never fix it beyond that. You know? Because that is the worst case scenario. That they only make it worse. Yeah, I mean, I would like to send you a 6-point plan that the developers originally intended when making the game, or something a guy went through when playing the pre-release version of the game from like 2 years ago to what released now. But you probably won't care to read any of that, because it may seem like I'm just trying to tell you to go fuck yourself or how bad Cyberpunk actually is, when in reality it's more just the amount of shit that they promised and shown off to what actually turned out in release is actually kind of underwhelming. Like, actually the amount of content that was apparently supposed to be in the game just isn't in the game. Which is a shame. Because the other thing is the because
They've got any
the
further information?
like it's like this fucking long. So basically someone posted a thing on Reddit comparing what the game was to what actually finally released, and the people on Reddit immediately removed the post. They did. Oh, secret chest. They did, which is really fucking stupid, and pretty much goes to show the stupid fanboy fan base behind Cyberpunk. For no particular reason. Like, again, I don't have anything against it, it's just, you know, they promise certain things and then they don't even deliver on the vast majority of them, and, you know. Well, actually, hang on a minute. No! CD Projekt not going full AAA and having bigwigs tell them what to do would also help. Because when they released Witcher, they was AA, which means they could have happily told themselves, no, we'll release this game in 10 years from now, because they don't have anyone telling them what to do. But by essentially going AAA and having someone like EA, for an example, pretty much tell you what to do, you kind of run into the issue of you're not getting stuff done. But again, considering the game had about 4 years in development pre-Witcher 3, so pretty much whilst Witcher 3 was being done, either a small group of people or some other group of people was working on sort of the behind-the-scenes ideas and whatever of Cyberpunk. Then when The Witcher was done and all the DLC was done, they pretty much went full steam ahead onto Cyberpunk. So you have about 4 years of a group of people doing apparently nothing, then you have 4 years of the actual development team working on the damn thing. Well, if you just take the last 4 years, making 4 years in an RPG shouldn't be that problematic. The problem is when you get the post that I read, that they compared the sort of, you know, the trailer gameplay demo they showed off with like the woman in the bathtub and whatever, like they showed off and was talking about how that game was to what the game is now. And so you essentially, if you read what they say, whether it's true or not, again I would assume it is because obviously it's fucking removed off the Reddit page, but from reading that it only really seems they had about 2 years making Cyberpunk, because pretty much the gameplay press release demo thing they shown off was all that they had at that time. Like, that was it. And it was obviously heavily scripted, and even that mission itself, most things you can't do, like choose to carry or have the other guy carry the woman in the bathtub, or disarm the woman or whatever it is. Like, they're not even in the final product, I don't believe. But again, I'm just reading this, I don't know. So if you take what that is true to then, like say, the final release of the game, it really only seems like they only made the game in 2 years. Because again, in the pre-release demo, you can hear over the radio that Johnny Silverhand died over the radio. But turns out he's like the entire fucking guy in the main game. Like he's a main character. He is. I don't know how main, but obviously he's clearly main enough because obviously they've got Keanu Reeves. So again, you go from a dead guy character who you pretty much just hear about whatever to being you're essentially the main character, which potentially things may revolve around or not. So again, you kind of have that 2-year shift of restricted gameplay demo where not a lot really happened to an entire fucking game now being revolved around Keanu Reeves. In some ways, I blame the idiots hiring Keanu Reeves, because I guarantee you if they didn't hire Keanu Reeves to be a character, they wouldn't have brought Johnny Silverhand back, or brought him as him, and pretty much focus potentially 10%, 20%, 100% of the entire game on that character, because again, I don't know how involved he is. But because you've now paid the money for a well-known actor, you're gonna need to get your money's worth. The only way to do that is to essentially scrap everything you've done and rewrite everything on the fly. So again, you skip out on other things that you wish was in the game just to put in some guy you hired. The Keanu Reeves thing is an interesting story arc. Well, no, but that's my point though, is again, I know nothing about the game and obviously I don't want to know until I play it. But my point is again, as you would know, hiring an actor for a video game, especially a big known actor, they either turn up for 5 minutes and you never see them again and it's kind of, well, what's the point? Or they are the entire focus of the game, which then basically means the developers have put no time and money into the game itself rather than just putting him in it. Because if they removed all their time and effort and just put him in it, personally, I would have personally have just not have had him in it. Removing Keanu Reeves 2, maybe 3 years ago, whenever they got him in, would have been so much better, potentially, for the final product, than hiring him, because now, well, shit, all our budget has now gone into hiring him. We need to get our money's worth, you know? So any story that could potentially was already made is potentially scrapped.
I told you he was after
in
us.
sake of
No, not him.
having him in
I
it.
can't
So
do this.
you know. Oh, it's the same guy.
To arms!
It was also like it would suck to delay the game a year when you paid £50 to wait 3 years. Well, again, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't. Not realistically, anyway. Seems pretty heavily been there. He's more of a side thing that goes on with your character and the relationship you build throughout the game. You interact a lot with the world through him. Yeah, that's my point. He is essentially main character number 2. Because again, without spoiling anything, again from what I've been told, again, what I've been told isn't spoilers anyway, but he is more important than you think he is. And I don't know when you find out, but if what I have been told is true, then yes, Keanu Reeves essentially has potentially ruined that game. Again, don't quote me on that, but that's only if what I've been told is true. Which, again, I trust my friend, but And again, without spoiling anything, I mean, it's not a spoiler, it's just a thing that happens. It's like in this game.
Seems to be
Idiots. Load. Do not do that. Yeah, like I say, he's more important than you actually think he is.
I told them not to do it. I
Or
swear.
from what I think,
If I
he's
knew
more
you were the one
important.
they were
Can't
talking
see him
about,
ruining
I'd
the
have
game.
warned you.
It's
I
very
don't
hard to
hold with
explain without
kidnapping.
spoiling the game, but it's an
Not after
interesting
what
story
I
arc.
went
No, but that's my point though, is I'm just saying because he's a celebrity, I'm not saying him personally, I'm just saying hiring him could have completely ruined the game. Because, again, say for example, if they made 80% of the story and they hire Keanu Reeves, and you're told to put him in your game, well now all of a sudden that 80% of the game you've made is either going to have to be scrapped, or you're going to have to somehow weave him into it, which again might break some other story and might not make any sense, which again would just make things even worse.
Didn't I save your life?
You did. Believe me. I still dream about those blood mages. I don't know where I'd be without you.
So like I said, I don't blame
Never have let them
him
kidnap
specifically, I
anyone I
just
knew was
mean
one of yours.
hiring him
What are you talking
is
about?
potentially the problem.
They said someone
That's why I don't
was
like
we needed
or
leverage.
care for
Someone
celebrities
they
in
cared
video
about
games.
as a hostage.
Because they either
We
mean
just got
nothing,
word they pulled some
or
girl from the circle.
they have to revolve the entire
Sister,
thing around them.
You bastards kidnapped my sister.
We weren't going to hurt her. Just make sure you left us alone. Do you understand? Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
I'm not your enemy in this. I think Meredith is a dangerous zealot.
How'd you go
You come
from
to
you
Thrask,
fucking
we
what
would
to
welcome your aid.
I agree.
Our main base is on the Wounded Coast, an old ruin. They should all be there. Your friend, too. I promise you, Meredith is the only one we're trying to harm. I'll go back to Masha's. Please, don't tell Meredith about me. It would kill Masha if I got in trouble.
Blade of Mercy. I'm guessing that goes back to someone. Is this good at conspiracy on the Wounded Coast? I will have time to do that. So like I say, when the day I ever play Cyberpunk, which I don't know when I ever will be the day that I can say what it is. If you spoiled anything, wouldn't really care. You know, that'd be like spoiling this game. You know, let's be honest. It's not gonna have the most amazing story ever. You know? Again, obviously I prefer someone to come blind into this, but it's not gonna win awards. It's not. And it didn't. Mostly because it like I've been to this room like 12 times at this point in this game. But, you know. Yeah. I'll either played in a year or I played in 20 years, who knows. I mean, pretty much after, I think, February, maybe March, not a lot is said to be released. No, him. So obviously if it's fixed by February and nothing is out after March, I'll play it in March. Otherwise I'll just by then. I'll hate it. What do you mean I'll hate it? The game? Not really. I mean, stealth, yes, because apparently stealth doesn't exist in the game, which is kind of annoying. Like, that's the one thing I was looking forward to. You know, to see how the stealth would work, to see if it was any good, like, say, Deus Ex. Turns out, don't need to. It doesn't have any. But why would you think I'll hate it? Is it because I've got to do side content? Again, I've done everything in this as I can. So, you know. Oh, no, so. Because the way the world story is, you have to progress by exploring and doing side missions. Right, again, I don't know how many times I need to tell you this, but every RPG I've ever played, I will always, at minimum, do side content. If it gets to the point where it's say for example like Assassin's Creed Valhalla side content, then I'm going to quit. I'm not going to do it. Because why would you want to? Realistically, it's a waste of time. In an RPG like this, that is an actual fucking RPG, as I'm expecting Cyberpunk to be, I will most likely do the side content. Yes, there'll be some that I'll miss out on just because not everyone is going to be able to find every mission on their first playthrough. It's just not going to happen. Or some missions I will just flat out skip out on if it feels like it's more a chore. Like, for example, the Lost Swords. I've got to find Kunari blades in there anywhere, and there's an X amount to find. I'm not doing it. If I find them all, sure, wonderful. I'll get like 10 gold for doing it. I won't actually, I'll probably get 1. But realistically, it's not something I'm going to go out of the way to do. But, like the quest that I just picked up for killing all these slave hunters, just to walk into a room to kill a few more, fuck it, I'll do it, I'm already here. Yeah, like for years I've played RPGs. There hasn't been one RPG, okay, besides Tales of Berseria, but that was only because they hid the side content by talking to random pedestrians. That's the only JRPG, or RPG in general, that I've missed out on all side content because I wasn't prepared to talk to random people and do nothing with to find the one person who has a quest. I wasn't prepared to do that, so I gave up doing it for that game. Turns out I was extremely underleveled, complained, and then changed it to easy. So, you know. That content is a long like Valhalla, but the way you can develop a character and get money feels like a unique thing. You'd say from what you played, you'll miss 65% of the game by doing the main story. Again, like I say, here's my completed quest list. Rumors, main plot, obviously you have to do that regardless. Companion quests. Secondary quests, I mean there's not a lot of them. That's DLC, and then side quests. So yeah, I like to do stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like I say, naturally, you are also going to miss some side content unless you look up a walkthrough to try and find everything. But if you just play the game blind, you will miss some content without realizing it. And that is just inevitably going to happen. You know, because it might determine, you know, what choices you might make that determine if one person gives you a quest or another person gives you a quest. So in theory you would have to play the game twice to technically play all of the content. Not that I would argue that would even be worth it anyway, but... Why not get another PC? But it might I can read things. Because that's my entire answer. Because it's not worth it. It's not. I can wait. I'm patient. I can. Like, I'm not bothered. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, like that's the entire reason. The game will not be good enough to be like 11 out of 10 sort of thing for me to buy it now and take that chance. Don't tell me someone has actually fallen out the fucking map. Maybe? What happened? I've done that. This quest might be broken. Lovely. But like I said, like I will play it eventually. I don't know when, but one day. Like there's a lot of games out there I haven't played that I would like to play that I will get eventually, like Gears Tactics. That is a game that I would very much like to play, but I'm in no rush to play it. Like I will, but like the only game genuinely that I do want to play, which I have ordered, is Ys 8. Just because Dark Shadow won't shut up about it. And because Ys 9 is coming out and I want to play that before him. But, wait a minute, didn't I fucking come this way? Is this broken? This may or may not be broken. I plan on getting a PS5 on my saving game so I can play it on that. Oh god, no. At this rate, I mean, one, I'm not getting Dragon Age on console because obviously I'm planning on. Yeah, I just can't do this quest. This quest is broken, which is fine by me. Actually, is it? Yes, it is. When I get Demon Souls, no. Because aesthetically, it is a worse version than the original. And it's 70 quid. It's not worth 70 quid, let's be honest. Yeah, it is a worse version, let's be honest. I mean, obviously you might not know, but from what I've looked at and everything, the orchestra isn't as good. The game is kind of too vibrant in its graphics, like it's too sort of bright and like HDR or whatever the fuck you want to use, or some ray tracing bullshit. Like it just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing compared to the original. Like the original, you're essentially at the end of the world. You are going through these dark, dank locations and besting these monsters to, you know, hopefully bring the world back to light, maybe. And so the aesthetic in that game just being darker makes sense, but the remake, lack thereof, decides to go down a more brighter look and feel, and gameplay wise I won't argue, but I mean 70 quid I will argue. I'm trying to get this into FPS mode on Spider-Man. You must say you was impressed. No, I'm not, but saturated. Yeah, kind of, yeah, pretty much. Like, there's a point where you fight a dragon, or you're in like a hallway. You pretty much have to walk forwards where a lava room is with a dragon in it. And when you look at the original compared to the remake is just way too oversaturated and way too bright for the location you're in. Like, I get you're in an area with a dragon that breathes fire and is sitting in lava, I believe. Like, I get it's going to be fairly bright, but it's too bright is the problem. But again, my main complaint is the fact that it's £70. That game is not worth £70. No game is worth £70. And never will be. But realistically, and again, like the ray tracing 30 FPS mode on Spider-Man, don't care. Ray tracing is literally just lighting.
Wow, here you are.
Aren't you?
You've been
Yeah, it is literally just lighting. It's just more accurate lighting, that is all it is. Or a more accurate, I think it's more accurate lighting render, specifically. So again, it's a graphics thing, so I don't care. Like, again, this game, granted, doesn't look massively great compared to Inquisition, or especially Origins looks compared to Inquisition, but they have their own sort of look to the game that gives it. I mean, granted, I'm playing this on medium on DirectX 9, because I thought the game was breaking at DirectX 11.
You were the upstanding citizen begging coins to get your next flask of lyrium.
It's a long time since anyone could get under my skin with that. I
Are
know
you,
what I am.
Seamus?
So it shouldn't surprise
Samson.
you to see me here, right? One more blockhead move that's gonna keep me in the gutter. I just wanted to see Meredith out in her ass, like she did to me.
Secret nighttime meetings and grandiose conspiracies
Yeah, so
aren't
like I
going to
said,
win
like,
this.
in terms of specifically a PS5, like,
This whole
there's
thing's
no
done
games
Mages are
that are
raising the
out
bloody
that
dead.
I would need a
Flash
PS5
just
for.
looks the other way.
Like, let's be realistic.
I'm too
Spider-Man,
much
it's on
temper still to
PS4.
swallow
It will
that.
play and look
Meredith
the
gone,
exact
I can
same.
take
I
up
don't
the
care about
shield
ray
again.
tracing. I don't care
Maybe
about
she was
graphics being
right.
set to high instead of
Give 'em a
medium.
hint of freedom.
Realistically,
They
you're
just
never
go
going to tell the
bad.
difference.
Your friends are right. Without Meredith, Kirkwall can be at peace again.
I hope so. I'd
But,
cheer to
so
see
yeah,
her
in
ship
terms of
to
that stuff, I
Val
really don't care.
But I
I
don't
don't.
have the
Spider-Man
stomach to
will be
turn
a
against
fun
all
game
that's
to play,
right and natural
and
to
sure, it
do it.
looks good, but again, I just don't care. My graphics has never been my thing. Again, when I'm playing Game Boy games, I have an NES, a Sega Mega Drive, I'm playing PS1 games, PS2 I'm playing everything. Graphics are the last thing you care about. When a game plays like ass, who cares what a game looks like? You know, again, like say Cyberpunk for an example, if the game played worse than it already was, sure, it looks pretty, but, you know, like if it was completely unplayable, you wouldn't want to keep playing it, would you? So we should got an update that looks slightly different to PS4 with a high frame rate. Yeah, no, that's because the original Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, they changed his character model to look more like Tom Holland, because why the fuck not? And everyone said that they preferred the old Spider-Man to what he looked like than what he does now, because Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game is supposed to be more experienced in the world of being Spider-Man, but the way they changed Peter Parker's look for the new release, he looks like he's just starting out being Spider-Man, not having done it for a few years.
I have nothing but respect for you. It's
And
Meredith we must seek
I was
on.
also disabled until the future update. Well, that's kind of fucking stupid, isn't it?
Your cause is just, but I take issue with your methods.
I should have known you recognize the threat Meredith poses. I am sorry for any distress we caused you or your friends. Let the hostage go.
Thank you.
No. The girl dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
Grace, do you really want to do this? After everything we've done for you?
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith. What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion.
Who are you again?
You hurt my sister, you die.
Decimus was right. There is no way for a mage to live by the Chantry's laws. You killed the best man I ever met, but I learned all he had to teach. Elaine, kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
Try to do a blood mage a favor.
This isn't right, Grace. The champion tried to help us.
Don't defy me, boy. Without me, you'd be nothing. If you're too squeamish, I'll do it myself.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Oh, who'd have guessed?
Restrain yourself.
No, not him.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion.
Are they really going to listen to her, not me? Yep, yes they are. Well, not everyone at least. Well then, Grace. You should have saved your money. And go. Ding. Oop. I'm just going to murder you. I'm also going to summon my dog to help murder you. Because this really isn't going to be that hard. Rip Grace. Save your money again. Oh, nice flip, dude. Oh, Helm of the Champion. Two helms of the champions. Nice. I'm guessing this one's more rogue. Yes, yes it is. I assume so. Why am I attacking mages? Was it because he's dead? There's no way he's dead, right? Maybe.
I knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
Hey sis, how you doing?
What happened? The last thing I remember is these Templars coming into my quarters.
I thought you were better than this. A couple of lousy Templars and you're down.
I never found fighting Templars to be a good policy in this town. Thank you.
Did she say
It's good to know
Templars?
you're
Yeah, it's
still
Templars.
looking out for me.
They're meeting in here, Sir Cullen. Oh, I guess you didn't get on so well with
Yeah,
these
that's the
mages
only
as you
needed.
thought.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The Champion's a good man, sir. He tried to solve things peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy stood up to his elders when they would have killed an innocent hostage.
You mean he was one of them, save for a convenient last-minute change of heart? I'll encourage Meredith to take it easy on him.
Thank you, Champion.
No problem.
Everyone else here is under arrest. Take them to the gallows. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, Champion?
She should consider reinstating Samson. When it came down to it, he showed where his heart is.
True. Samson, you have done us a great service. Do you wish to take up the shield once more?
More than anything, Knight Captain, sir.
Then I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. What I'm here for.
We're good to...
Your Mage Templar group was conspiring to overthrow Meredith.
I have a sudden deep regret I interfered. You know, I was half convinced Meredith had engineered the whole thing to trick me into incriminating myself.
Thrask admitted to leading the group.
Perhaps I've exaggerated the depths of her madness. But if she's not there yet, she will be soon. The only question is, once it's clear she cannot lead, will there be anyone left to oppose her? Please accept this as my thanks. It will be of more value to you right now than my friendship.
I can't remember if this is like literally the end of the game. No, because I still haven't done him. If it is, I'll do it. If it isn't, then I'll say I won't. But I don't think it is, because I still haven't done his quest. Back to main plot quests. What am I doing? I'm on the last straw, which is the ending quest. I fear this is the end of the game. Oh, and Varric and Isabella help me no matter what. The only thing I have to be careful of is Aveline and Fenris. I may have to fight Aveline and Fenris. Yeah, Fenris is gonna die no matter what I do. Yep, and this is the end of the game.
I hope all is well.
Here, boy. I've something to wet your teeth on. Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it. Just checking on my best
Actually, no, fuck it, I'll
guardsman.
just do it
He's
tomorrow,
helping
'cause
the
I've got a
men to
couple of
learn
other things
healthy
to do in
respect
this.
and how to run.
There's a letter for you. Strange.
Yeah, this is the end of Act 3. Yeah, I'm done. I'll do it tomorrow. I will get my Switch set up for Mario as well, because this should only take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I do have a couple of other things that I do want to do first. Before I finish. The problem is, it doesn't really matter. If I was actually on time today, I'd have easily finished this. But oh well, I'll do it tomorrow. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you then. Hope you've enjoyed Dragon Age 2. Still a good game, I like it. It's not as good as Origins, I will admit, I do prefer Origins still. But still a damn good game and I like it nonetheless. Yeah, I don't know when I'll do Inquisition. Sometime next year. But yeah, without further ado, we're back tomorrow on time. Yeah, we'll see you then. Have a good one. Ta-ta.